sure to check out Agelessgeeks for your figures and collectibles. These videos are meant for adult collectors and not for children. These videos will contain some explicit language, so there's your warning. So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How's everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Hasbro Star Wars Black Series Best Buy exclusive, the Mandalorian Heavy Infantry Mandalorian. So let's get into it right away and take a quick look at the box. So as you can see here, we do get the basic style box when it comes to the Hasbro Black Series line. This one's just a little bit wider because of the accessory, and the character is a little bit bigger. So we do get the window right there on the front of the box. On the top does say Star Wars, the Black Series. On the bottom does say ages 4 and up. But these videos are not for children. And it does say Heavy Infantry Mandalorian. We do get a cool picture of the figure. And then it does say Hasbro as well. Then here's the bottom of the box with the barcode and blue plus still nobody cares about. Then here's the top of the box, nothing on it at all besides some tape. And then here's the one side with the character's name. Then the other side does say D2 and the name of the character. Once again, because I think this is exclusive to from Best Buy or something like that. And the back here does have a little bio, so if you'd like to read that, you can pause it right now and give it a read. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure to take a closer look at the Jon Favreau Mandalorian character, who I thought Mando was going to have a problem with throughout the entire series, but they ended up becoming friends very quickly because of their Mandalorian code. Alrighty, taking a closer detailed look at the Jon Favreau Mandalorian here, and Hasbro really did impress the hell out of me with this figure. I think they did a beautiful job with the sculpt and the paint detail from head to toe on this thing, man. So the head sculpt here, the helmet looks great. A little different compared to what we're usually seeing with Mandalorian, where they have the piece up over here, but we have a piece on this side instead. We do have battle damage all throughout it, even on the front as well, which looks pretty cool. And then the black for the visor, they did a pretty good job with it. Everything turned out really nice on this, man. A little bit of that, like, that grayish paint is bleeding onto the silver here. The light blue colors turned out pretty nice with the paint. We have a dent there, a couple dents on the top, some dents on the back. I love the battle-worn, battle damage type look to his armor. That looks so dope, man. Really nice job all throughout the Mandalorian helmet there. And for the torso here, the torso looks great, and you can tell he is a more beefy Mandalorian compared to the other ones like Mando or someone like that, which is pretty cool. I've never seen a bigger Mandalorian like this before, but I do like this piece here. I have no idea what it is, but it looks pretty cool. And I do like how it's how it's just worn armor, how the blue is kind of fading off there, and you can see the silver underneath, same with on the lower torso. We get some nice sculpt detail all throughout it, and pretty clean paintwork where that blackish color meets the blue as well. And the back here, we do have a big peg hole, which is for his jetpack, which I'll show you shortly. We got some sculpted wrinkles on the bottom part there, some more battle damage. And the shoulder armor looks great. It is a softer rubbery type plastic, so it gets out of the way of the articulation. We do get the Mandalorian symbol on the left side, some more battle damage on that side, and even on this side as well. Very cool looking shoulder armor. And then for the right arm here, we do get nice sculpted wrinkles on the gray part of his long sleeve shirt, I guess. And we do get this really cool gauntlet on the right side, which has some very nice sculpt and paint detail to it. And on the left side, we do have his flamethrower, which is a little warped. Not too bad. You could fix that with some hot water. But I love the wash that they threw all throughout the yellow, even on this piece as well. I really love the way that looks. That just makes this pop more, you know what I mean? Instead of just making it that yellowy type color. And I like how we have like a little device there with some buttons, which looks pretty cool. I guess that's how he arms his flamethrower to start shooting out some flames there. And if you have maybe some flame effects, you can try to peg them into there. And the hands have some nice sculpt and paint detail on them as well, as you can see there, which is pretty cool. And then his belt looks dope. Nice sculpt and paintwork on the pouches there, and I do like that like sculpted texture to it, kind of giving it a leathery type look. Over here it looks pretty good too. And the back there, we do get a butt flap piece, which has some really nice sculpt detail all throughout it. Kind of wondering why they didn't make it cloth, but I mean it looks pretty good. I like the weathered look at the bottom as well, and it is a very soft rubbery type plastic, so it will get out of the way of the leg articulation. You can see a bit of his gray clothing around his hips there. Then we do get more of the armor, of course. Does have a little bit of battle damage or a battle-worn type look to it, which looks pretty cool. The knee armor looks dope. We get that wash once again, which looks beautiful. Same with on the right lower leg armor. I love the strap going around the lower leg. That looks dope. And I like how his armor isn't the same on each leg, kind of like how the Mandalorian was as well. I think that's a pretty cool like added touch to these character designs. And then the feet there, we do get his boots that have some gray on the toes there, and then the rest of them are brown. And then on the bottom of them, we don't get any sculpted treads, but you can see they kind of did it on the sides of the boots right there, which look pretty cool. But overall, I think Hasbro really did went above and beyond with this heavy infantry Mandalorian. They really did do a beautiful job with the paint and sculpt detail, and I definitely can't be more happy with how it turned out. But anyway, let's continue on, shall we? Moving on to the accessories, we really don't get much with this heavy infantry Mandalorian, and I do wish that they would include alternate hands more often with their Star Wars figures. That's something that really bugs me about this line is, yeah, they include awesome guns and all that, but we never really get alternate hands with really any of these figures. So I do hope in the future Hasbro starts doing that. But what we do get with the Jon Favreau Mandalorian, we do get his jetpack, which is also connected to his ginormous blaster here. Then we do get this tube that also connects to the figure, and this does peg right onto his back, as you can see the peg right there. I'll show you how to do that shortly, but I think they did a really nice job with the jetpack there. It is that like a yellowy orange type color, and they did add a subtle wash all throughout it. I like the gray and the silver and the brown mixed throughout it as well. I think that turned out really nice. And you can store the gun right on the side right there, the pegs right here. You could just peg that in to there like that, and then there you go, as simple as that. And the gun itself turned out pretty cool too. The piece that connects it is just like a, I guess, softer rubbery type plastic in there. These aren't like a soft rubbery type plastic though, but you can move it around. It does it swivel? No, it doesn't swivel there, but it does swivel where it connects into the gun right there. And like I said, the gun itself turned out pretty nice. Mine is a bit warped right there, which does kind of suck, but I mean the sculpt of it looks beautiful, and this piece also does swivel as well, the handle that he does grip onto with his left hand. And I do like the silver and then that light blue that they added on the end of the blaster, but really cool looking weapon here. And the way you get it on him is very simple. I'll show you how to do that right now quickly. And the way you get the jetpack and the gun on is very simple. So we do have the peg hole on the back. All you do is just peg it right in there like so. And then you take this tube piece which connects to the flamethrower, and the peg is shaped a specific way, so you do have to line that up properly. You got that there, and you can either have them grip onto the gun, or like I said, you can have them holstered. So this hand does grip onto this piece, and then as I mentioned, the handle here does swivel, and then you just have them grip onto that piece, and then there you go. That's how you have them use his weapon there. So that is all the accessories included with the Jon Favreau Mandalorian. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review, shall we? Now for the height of Jon Favreau's Mandalorian, to the very top of his head, it looks like he's about 6.5 inches tall. And then here the fuck he is compared to the Hasbro Black Series Jawa, IG-11, Cara Dune, and of course the Mandalorian. And I need to give a big shout out and thank you to my buddy Brad Jones for sending me this Cara Dune, because I was looking for her and I asked him if he wanted to trade for it, but he said I could just have it. So thanks again, buddy, for sending me this figure that I was looking for, because it is pretty awesome. And I do think the heavy infantry Mandalorian does scale really well with the other characters from the Mandalorian. And then here the fuck he is compared to the ESH Figuarts, A New Hope, Han Solo, Chewbacca, The Rise of Skywalker, Sith Trooper, and The Return of the Jedi, Boba Fett. And I think this Mandalorian does scale pretty well with the SH Figuarts line also. And then here the fuck he is compared to the Storm Collectible Cyborg Smoke, the SH Figuarts Sage Mode Naruto, the Mafex Justice League Batman, and the Figma Black Swordsman Guts. And then here the fuck he is compared to the SH Figuarts Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku and the Mezco 112 Deadpool. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. let's keep moving on with the rest of the fucking review. So now for the articulation for this busted here. So we do have two joints at the neck, just like the Mandalorian. I believe they are both ball pegs. So the upper neck here, you can get them to look up about that much. Doesn't really look down at all. You do get a very nice pivot up there, then it does swivel as well. The lower neck here doesn't really move forward and back too much. You do get a little bit of pivot, and then it does swivel as well. So you do get some pretty good movement combining both the joints. Not the best though. Then we do get a torso joint here, which can move all around. It has some decent movement to it. It crunches forward that much, goes back about that much. You do get really nice pivot out of it, and then of course it does swivel. There is no waist joint there, but you do get some nice movement out of that torso joint. Now for the arms here, I forgot to mention on my Mandalorian review, but we have like a butterfly type joint there. It doesn't really move forward and back too much, but it is there, which I do appreciate. And then the arms do go out to the sides a little more than 90 degrees, so that's definitely good. As you can see, you get the piece of armor over the shoulder right there, so you can have the arms go out to the sides. They do go up and down. We do not have bicep swivel in the middle there. It is at the lower bicep, so thank you for putting that on there, Hasbro. Then we do get single jointed elbows that do bend in about 90 degrees, and as I mentioned, you get the swivel there. Then you do get the gauntlet swivel. And then for the wrists here, which I wish they kind of made this one the horizontal hinge and this one the vertical hinge, because of how his gun is. It would have worked much better if they switched the hinges on these here. This one has the horizontal, and then this one has the vertical. So that does kind of suck, but you could still have him grip onto his gun, which is perfectly fine. And then for the legs here, you can get this dude to kick forward about 90 degrees, goes to the back, really doesn't go to the back at all actually. His butt piece does hinder it, so that kind of does suck. It's not horrible though. And then let's see if he can Jean-Claude Van Damme it, and holy crap, he pretty much can Van Damme it. So good forward movement and outward movement with the legs. Then we do get a nice upper thigh swivel. We do have double jointed knees that bend back all the way. And I noticed with his leg, the left leg on mine's kind of getting a little bit of looseness to it. It's not too bad though, so just be careful with articulating these. You don't want to get them to get super loose over time. Then the ankles, they do not swivel, and they don't swivel at the boot, which is a little disappointing, but they do hinge up just a tiny bit. Gets hindered by the armor. Hinges down really well, and then you do get that wacky ankle pivot there that kind of goes outward the more you use the pivot. But overall, for this being like a $25 figure, I think the articulation is pretty good on it. Not my favorite, not my cup of tea when it comes to articulation. I do prefer import articulation, but like I said, for a $25 figure, it definitely does have some very nice movement. You can get them in some decent heavy infantry Mandalorian-like poses, and I'm about to show you some of those fucking poses right about now. But anyway, that is my review of the Hasbro Star Wars Black Series Heavy Infantry Mandalorian. Hope you enjoyed it. If I had to rate this figure with detail, I'd have to give it a 10. Articulation, I'd give it a 7.5. Accessories, I'd give it an even 7. And then the overall quality, I would give an 8.5. If you would like to know the price and where to buy this figure, I did get mine from BestBuy.com because it is a Best Buy exclusive. Not sure if you can get it in stores, but it is up on their website right now and in stock if you do want to get one for yourself. Agelessgeeks, I doubt we'll carry this in stock, but you can get your other figures and collectibles from Agelessgeeks.com. If you can't find something on the website, I do highly recommend going through their Instagram or Facebook page. I will put more information in the description below. And if you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell. And if you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, oh well, I guess you didn't like it. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. Daredon18 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the IG-11 The Rise of Skywalker Sith Trooper and the Boba Fett. The Rise of Skywalker Sith Trooper and the Revenge of the Sith. The Rise of Skywalker Sith Trooper and the Revenge of the... What? Revenge of the Fallen? It's Transformers, damn it. A New Hope Han Solo, Chewbacca. Chewie.